Hello everyone and welcome to the greenhouse. Now today marks day one of me self-isolating for a week. I've had a horrific cough since yesterday. It's kind of really weird, undescribable cough. It's not dry, it's not tickly, it's not a chesty cough, it's just a cough that won't go away. So yeah, I'm stuck at home for the next 7 days. Lucky for me, my greenhouse is in my back garden, so I can go to that. But yeah, I'm stuck here for now, so I can't go to garden centres or anything like that. So what I thought I would do as much as I can is be in the greenhouse, getting stuff planted, ready to get the season off and going really. So yeah, let me know if anyone else is self-isolating and what you're doing to pass the time. Anyway, let's get on. So I know I have only just in the last day or two put up the video of me going through this composter and setting it up. That was actually about 2 weeks ago. I think because of the cold weather, it was a little bit slow getting started, but we are actually now getting up to a decent temperature. So on the thermometer on the top, it's saying at 35, which is the highest it's read so far. However, I have found that rather underestimates. As you can see, there's a little bit of water, all from condensation. So I am just going to put this thermometer in and see how we're doing. So it feels really, really hot actually. There we go, as you can see, we're over the 40 degrees. We're actually heading up towards 50 degrees now. So stuff is really starting to get hot in here. Incidentally, that little bag there is a compostable bag. I wanted to see how quickly that would degrade in here, if at all. Because I know some people have issues with cold composting with these little bags. Right, so let's top it up a little bit. Now what I do with this is just a normal council green caddy that you get. What I've been doing with this is putting a layer of the shredded paper at the bottom just to soak up any juices before it comes out here, and actually it stopped it from smelling at all. I've not been getting that gammy liquid you get in the bottom. Right, so let's chuck that in. There we go, it was all that. All I'm going to add to that as well is some of that bulking material. There we go. And then just give it a quick little mix over as well. There we go. So that's the hot bin going along nicely, and I have to say I'm very impressed so far. Obviously the proof is going to be in what actually comes out of the bin at the end, whether it's just going to be some gammy rotten veg mix or whether we'll get some decent compost. So the greenhouse is coming along quite nicely actually. So while there's not a lot planted at the moment, I've put another shelf in on this side. So we've got on each side essentially 4 grow trays that we can put stuff on. It's the same on this side. Admittedly, a lot of this is stuff that needs to be tidied. But I've got my raspberries all planted up in here. These were replacement ones that I got sent from Thompson Morgan. So I don't know if you remember, I bought a load last year and 6 of 18 did anything. So they replaced these ones. To be honest, not massively happy so far with their service. They've sent 2 lots of replacement raspberries to an old address, which they shouldn't even have on their system for me anymore, despite me checking that they were sending it to the correct address. But there we go, we'll see how these ones do. I'm not holding up much hope, to be honest. We've got some broad beans planted as well. Oh, I can actually just about see the first bits of bean coming up in there as well. Oh, and we've got another one in there as well. We've got a couple of little random bits of weed coming up, but I'll pick those out at some point. And the salad is starting to come up. I find it really weird. It's perfect straight rows of the salads in there, but we'll have to wait and see if this turns into a big tray salad. So one of the things I've been meaning to get planted for a little while are some strawberry seeds. I've never grown strawberries from seeds before. I've always bought them as sort of smallish plants. And I think last year my pipe design that I'd used, if you remember, didn't go so well, but I think it was because it was a poor quality compost mix. It turned out to be very dry. So these are due to be planted between January and March, which it is now, and they're going to be in the greenhouse anyway to keep them warm. And they come in this little container here, the seeds, because they're so small. And what I'm going to be doing, because I know they can grow quite quickly, is I'm going to be putting them in these modules, which I'm going to fill with some of this compost that I mixed here. That's just multi-purpose. It's been sieved and has some vermiculite added to it as well. Right, so I now need to try and separate all these seeds, which I don't know if you can see very well in there. They are tiny, tiny seeds. So there should be 20, and I've got 20 modules all ready, all with the compost mix that I've got in there. God, wow, these are tiny. And I'm just going to do 1 seed per module. Now, you know that I like a bargain. These were Johnson seeds, but they're from Wilkinson's. And I got these when they were doing a half price seed sale, probably a month or so ago. And you may also be able to spot on this wall along here that I've put some foil insulation on the inside here. So I know it's not a normal thing to do in a greenhouse, but if you've paid attention before to where I've put this greenhouse, it doesn't get any light on that side anyway. So my thought was, A, that'll insulate it a bit more, and it's going to help to reflect any light onto the inside. And do you know what? It is actually staying pretty warm in here. Oh dear, that was in the wrong one. So I'm just going to put one in the wrong thing, and that's fish it out, because there's exactly 20 seeds in here. So with your tiny little seeds, might be a good idea to remember where you've put them. Right, so that is all of those in. That was really difficult to pick those up and see them. So what I'm going to do is put some more of the compost mix over the top, and hopefully we'll have some strawberry plants in the coming weeks. So we've got that soil in. I'm just going to now give them a quick water over. It is fairly damp compost anyway. And then what I like to do in here as well is I tend to water from the bottom. So as you can see, all these trays, they've got this capillary matting in. I tend to water this rather than the plants after their first watering or two. And then they can draw up as much or as little as they want from this net matting beneath, which they actually seem to do quite well with. Right, so that is them done. And the last thing I thought I'd show you, because it's got dark outside now, is these. So you might remember me planting these a week or so ago. That was that 25p seed growing kit. And they seem to be coming up quite well on the windowsill indoors. So they'll be going out into the greenhouse in the next few days as well. And I've got another one of these sets to grow some courgettes, which I'll be getting done in the next few days as well. So thank you for watching. It's likely to be the first of several videos this week. I have filmed a potato video, which I'll be releasing the next day or two as well, given that it is St. Patrick's Day today, and that's the traditional time to plant potatoes. So until the next few days, take care and happy allotmenting.